Alright folks, so quick tip for those who have the Ford Ranger, the 2.2, the 3.2, Mazda BT50. Alright, so let's say you're losing coolant, right? First thing you gotta do is check this bad boy right here, right? This is EGR cooler, right? Not all vehicles come with it, but those that come with the EGR cooler, you just gotta make sure, check for leaks, because they tend to fail, right? Where too much stress, corrosion, things of that nature that damages, right? You ask yourself what the EGR is, right? Is the exhaust gas recirculation, right? So the exhaust gases come through this bad boy right here, and it goes through the exhaust at a lower temperature, so it could get burned off through the intake, right? But what happens now, the coolant goes through here, through these ports, right? And after a while, because of the constant stresses internally, it starts to leak, right? This one failed. This is a new one, and we got one on the vehicle right now that failed. So we're gonna just change that out, okay? This is the part number if you want it, okay? So you gotta make sure that your vehicle comes with EGR. If not, you're good to go. But for now, make sure you use the recommended coolant, right? You can use the Craftsman, but for now we're gonna use the Havoline, right? And yeah, it comes with a gasket. They also have a big gasket that goes right here, right? So the first thing you do is make sure that the EGR cooler is not leaking before you condemn your head gasket. So let me show you exactly how I pressure test, right? I'm gonna take the old one, right? So you get a water plug, right? And you just put it right here, and you open it up, right? You just put that in, right? Cool. So I'm gonna hook this up to the pipe, and I'm just gonna pump water through it and see if it leaks and how it leaks, right? So it's gonna come through this side. So let's set it up and pick the camera back up. Okay, so I got my little jig set up, okay, and we're looking to see if we see any waters coming out from here. We shouldn't see anything, right? Right now I got the hose hooked up, right? I got my plug on, so I'm just gonna open the tap a little bit more, and we shouldn't see nothing coming out from here. With the hose hooked up, as I said, I got my plug on, I got the hose hooked onto the water, right? And we just gonna, you know, put it on, and you will see exactly when it's starting to fail. After a while, you will see it dripping. So this is one of the main cause of failure, where your engine is hydrolocking and causing the coolant to be losing through the exhaust. So you definitely gotta replace this before you damage your engine, right? And I'm gonna show you how the new one is. It shouldn't leak at all. You see that drip right there? Let me see if I can open the tap a little more. Right, so you see it's leaking, so you're definitely losing coolant right there, because your coolant ports come from the top. Right, so as you saw, right, you saw a drip of coolant, well, water coming out from it. So I want to test the next one the same way. If you can see in this one, you see some like cords, right? That is where the exhaust gases is, and the coolant basically just cool those see in there. Okay, cool. So that is where the coolant goes and cool these tubes that's in this EGR housing, and after a while, you know, because of terminal stress, it tends to fail. So the first thing you do is make sure that the EGR cooler is not leaking before you condemn your head gasket, right? So leave a comment down in the box if you have anything to say. You know, until next time, y'all take it easy.